The kids have been practicing really well. Last week we kind of shortened practice a little bit, but kept the same routine, but just cut down on the time a little bit. And feel like the kids are a little refreshed and got a little more energy, and plus the weather change helps with that as well. It's cooler and all that. But I think the kids are focused. The kids seem excited, and they're ready for this third season. Third part of the season. So I've been very very pleased with the effort. Very pleased with the focus and the attitude, and feeling really good about it. 3 is always extremely tough. It seems like, and this year's no different. If you look at the polls, top 10 are full of Region 3 teams, and I think the way where we fell in the 2 seed actually might be better because a lot of those higher ranked Region 3 teams have to play each other before we get to them, so they kind of can knock each other off a little bit before we have to take them on. But you never know. You never know. That's why you play the games. But very tough region. You got people like Woodville, who we're going to play next week if we can beat Well, Woodville and Anahuac play, so we play the winner of that. Woodville will be picked. So if we can, take care of West this week, then we'll probably play Woodville. Very good team this year. You got Teague and Malakoff in Region 3. You got Rockdale, Franklin. You got us. Very tough region. Very tough region. And it only makes you better, though. It only makes you better. You make it through that region, it's only going to make you better for that semifinal game and for that state championship game, which is the ultimate goal. They're 5-5 on the year. They've gotten better. What I've noticed about West is they've gotten better each and every week that they've played. We had an early game from early in the year film on them, and like most of us, they didn't look real great then, but that's holds true for us and everybody else. As the years gone on, you see them improving, and that's a sign of a well-coached team, and I believe West is a well-coached team, and they do some things that can be challenging. Very hard-nosed team, very physical. The kids play extremely hard. They play with a lot of confidence. They're very well-coached, so definitely a challenge this week playing against West. Yeah, offensively they like to run the ball. They're about 70% run, 30% pass. They really want to run the ball is what they want to do. They're very efficient in the passing game though. They can get open, run decent routes, and quarterbacks got a good arm. But they really want to run the ball. I would compare them probably to Troy in a lot of ways. Very physical up front on the offensive defensive line. Kids are tough. They play hard again, like I said. But not a lot of big playmakers. Not a lot of big play type kids, but just hard nosed, grind it, drive it down the field type of team. I would compare them to Troy in a lot of ways. Offensively, they run a lot of formations, just like Troy did. Mostly, they're getting in different formations to find the best running play and blocking angles and things like that. So, to me, that's West. They're a lot like Troy, in my opinion, offensively. They're very physical on the defense side of the ball, and they gave Teague all they wanted in that game. We got that film and trade. Very close game, 14-10 Teague, like you said. They took away the run game from Teague is what they did. They put a lot of people in the box to stop the run, and that's what Teague's really good at. West did that and took advantage of it, made the plays when they needed to make them, things like that. So it was a very close game. One of the games I pointed out to our kids today, don't overestimate anybody because, these guys played Teague to a 14-10 ball game. And you look in the newspapers every week and somebody gets upset, whether it's in high school, college, or pro. So we take them one at a time. West is our opponent this week. Defensively, they give you a lot of different looks. They like to keep 7 people in the box as much as they can, stop the run and try and make you beat them with a pass. Now, will they do that against us? I don't know. That tends to be what they like to do. So we got to prepare for that and expect that. But hopefully we can get them out of that so we can open up the offense. Pass and run, and kind of mix things up and keep them off balance. But they like to bring people, they like to blitz and try and get pressure on you. A lot of it's just run blitz, pass blitz as well. They like to bring them. Either 4 sometimes, and when they're just bringing a few, they'll bring all 7 at times. So that, they'll give you a little bit of everything. But they'll give you a 4-3 look up front. They'll give you a 5-2 look up front. They'll give you a 3-4 with your outside backers kind of tight, keeping them close to the box. So I like to play man coverage in the back. Short yardage goal line will be press man coverage, but usually it's kind of a cushion man coverage that we'll also run some cover for. So they're very good at what they do. They like to blitz, and I believe they've got different blitz packages they like to bring, and so we got to be prepared for that this week. That could be a challenge. We haven't faced a whole lot of teams that like to blitz a whole lot, and West is one of those that does. Keys for victory is, work hard this week, prepare hard, for what they do. They do some things a little different as we're talking about blitzing. We got to be prepared for that with our offensive line. Offensive line's got to be able to pick that stuff up and communicate what looks they're getting, because again, they're going to mix up the looks. But offensively, we got to execute, not turn over the ball, and score some points, obviously, but execute on that side of the ball. Defensively, we got to execute as well. We got to keep our eyes on our key, read our keys. They're going to give us a lot of different looks, play disciplined football, tackle well, and create some turnovers. And I think if we do that and limit our penalties in all areas of the game, special teams also, we got to take care of the ball in special teams. We kicked 2 field goals last week. We're very proud of that. 2 weeks ago in the Troy game. So special teams are getting better. We're getting better in all phases of the game, and we got to continue to do that. But to answer your question, limit the turnovers, limit the penalties, and just execute like we're capable. We have basketballs going. The girls' basketball is kicking off. They've got a game Saturday the 12th against Gatesville, and then they have a tournament here the 17th and 19th of November, a home tournament here at home. Girls' junior high basketball actually plays their first game tonight at Gerald. Boys basketball is just getting started. Junior high boys practice tomorrow, Tuesday, for the first time, and the high school boys got a scrimmage next week for the first time. So just getting in this transitioning from football to basketball on our side of things, and which a lot of those kids still do both. Some of them come out and practice with us and still go to basketball, which that's tough on those kids, but they get a lot out of it by staying with us, and transitioning from volleyball to basketball on the girls' side of things. Also have wrestling going on. Coach Keen's still trying to find them some more tournaments. So they still got a ways before their first tournament, but that new mat room we got up top, the old gym, is really nice. So that wrestling team is growing by the day, by the week. It seems like he gets another kid here and there that wants to wrestle. So a lot of kids involved, a lot of kids doing things just like we want them, supporting our school and representing our school, staying out of trouble. That's what we want them doing. Right. Well, being the first year head coach, it's very important to me personally. I don't want to be the guy that lets the community down, lets the school down. So, but as a team, the team feels the same way. They want to keep things going. They want to keep the tradition going. They don't want to be the team that that doesn't keep it going. Our goal is to get back to that state game. To do that, we can't look ahead though. Down the road, we got to take it one at a time, just like we do every year. I feel like our team's gotten better throughout the year. Our focus has gotten better, our maturity's gotten better, our experience is there now, so our execution's gotten better as we go along. So just our knowledge of everything overall, offensively, defensively, special teams. So feeling really good about it. Our kids are feeling good about it. Our coaches are excited. Our kids are excited, and looking forward to another good run in the playoffs and trying to win another state championship.